From the hangar in Lancaster, California, I'm Angel.
And I'm Jacobo.
On this episode of L28 News, a recap of this year's Gracefest, the USA Softball State Championships that took place at the hangar, coverage of Ziaire Williams' basketball clinic, and Paul George's basketball camp.
Followed by an interview with the team over at Guitars of Fire, a visit to Voodoo Vinyl on the Boulevard, a stop by Absolute Best Comics, and Plenty of Fish Seafood, who offer combo meals and specials right here in Lancaster.
On Saturday, September 9th, the Palmdale Amphitheater came alive with a harmonious blend of music, faith, and community spirit as Gracefest 2023 unfolded, marking its 15th annual celebration. This beloved Christian music festival, founded by Ron and Yvette Emard in 2007, has been a cornerstone of the Antelope Valley's cultural landscape since its inception. Gracefest attracts an enthusiastic crowd eager to experience a day of faith, family, and fellowship, and this year's festival featured a stellar lineup that left attendees uplifted and inspired. Their performance lineup featured Grammy and Dove Award winner Chris Tomlin, and joining him was music group We the Kingdom, singer Tasha Layton, and several other national and local Christian artists and worship bands. Hundreds of attendees filled the seated VIP area of the amphitheater, and hundreds more lined the surrounding hills, accompanied by friends, families, blankets, and their lawn chairs. For families attending the festival, the Kids Arena was a big hit, offering supervised fun, games, and age-appropriate entertainment for children. Vendor booths and shopping areas also dotted the festival grounds and were a major attraction, providing festival goers with delicious treats, official merchandise, and a variety of goods from local businesses. Sales generated throughout the day, including at the event raffle booth, contributed to the festival's charitable mission, with proceeds benefiting local Christian schools. The Emards, who have been active citizens and business leaders in the Antelope Valley since 1986, have raised and distributed over $5 million for kids through various local fundraising events like these over the years. Gracefest has earned its reputation as one of the most important annual events in the Antelope Valley. It provides a wholesome family environment, unites churches in the community, and allows Christians to fellowship with others from different congregations. Beyond the music and entertainment, it serves as a testament to the power of faith and community coming together in celebration. As attendees departed the Palmdale Amphitheater, they carried with them the memories of a day filled with joy, inspiration, and a reaffirmed sense of togetherness. Ron and Yvette Emard's vision has truly created something extraordinary in Gracefest, and its legacy continues to shine brightly in the Antelope Valley.
Softball enthusiasts and supporters from all corners of Southern California gathered at the Lancaster Municipal Stadium on June 29th for a picturesque Thursday evening to kick off the USA Softball Socal Championship. The opening ceremony was a testament to the sport's unifying power, as it brought together people of diverse backgrounds, fulfilling the mission set forth by USA Softball Socal. In alignment with its mission statement, USA Softball Socal aims to promote softball inclusivity regardless of race, color, creed, religion, national origin, or ancestry. This commitment to diversity was palpable throughout the event, as players and fans from various communities across the state came together to celebrate their shared love for the sport. The Lancaster Municipal Stadium transformed into a hub of excitement and camaraderie as teams, coaches, and families gathered under the stadium lights. The opening ceremony featured an inspiring speech by 2020 Olympic silver medalist Rachel Garcia, who highlighted her dedication to fostering the sport at all levels, commending the athletes who made it out to this year's opening ceremony. The event's agenda included a showcase of national qualifying tournaments, further emphasizing the organization's multifaceted approach to supporting softball's growth. USA Softball of Southern California plays a crucial role in advancing the sport on a local, regional, and national level. Perhaps most noteworthy was the organization's dedication to being self-supporting, relying on volunteers and funds raised through various activities to support their mission. In a world where sports organizations often rely heavily on sponsorships, USA Softball of Southern California's self-sufficiency speaks to their unwavering commitment to the sport's purity and integrity. Teams and players from different age groups and backgrounds all participated in exciting competition, creating thrilling moments and lasting memories along the way. As the opening ceremony concluded, the echoing cheers and applause reverberated through the stadium, reminding everyone that softball is more than just a game. It's a powerful tool for unity, growth, and community, bringing together people under the banner of a shared passion for America's favorite pastime. The USA Softball Socal Championship was a resounding success, showcasing the best of Southern California's softball talent while upholding the organization's values of inclusivity and excellence. To learn more about their mission, you can visit the link below or scan the QR code that is shown on screen. Don't go anywhere. When we return from the break, we'll be covering NBA Memphis Grizzly and Lancaster native Ziaire Williams' free youth basketball clinic at Eastside High School, along with LA Clippers all-star small forward Paul George and his basketball camp that was held right here in Lancaster at the UAV Pioneer Event Center.
Welcome back to L28. This next segment will be focusing on NBA basketball icons giving back to the local community, with coverage of hometown hero Ziaire Williams' basketball camp and LA Clipper Paul George's basketball camp, two events that invited young players for a day of fun, practice, and education. In a heartwarming homecoming, Lancaster native and 2021 NBA first-round draft pick Ziaire Williams returned to his hometown to host a basketball camp at Eastside High School. Tiffany Johnson brings you an exclusive look at the camp, showcasing Williams' ability to inspire the next generation both on and off the court, and it's right here on L28 News. Stay tuned.
Hey Lancaster, checking in with you at Eastside High School, where we are having Ziaire Williams free. That's right, free basketball clinic for the Antelope Valley community. Ziaire Williams is our hometown hero. He was able to attend Stanford University, was the 10th overall draft pick for the NBA 2021 draft, plays for the Memphis Grizzlies, and most of all, pours in to our hometown of Lancaster, California. Some background on Ziaire is that he made it very clear today, if I have a media interview, I want to make sure it's before or after the clinic. I need to be hands-on with these kids because they are the future to not just our community, but our world. Ziaire has been able to run drills, shoot some hoops, and of course has done a meet and greet with the kids. But before they wrap up, let's go check it out.
All I want you guys to do is just have fun and just work hard. You know, it's no pressure. All I want you guys to do is just have a safe place to just, you know, meet some new friends and, you know, just play basketball.
So first off, welcome back home.
Yes, thank you. Feels good to be back.
Good, good. So walk us through your childhood. I know you grew up out here in Lancaster and you had military parents
I sure did.
that were super focused on education.
Absolutely.
How did that benefit you?
It was just all about discipline, you know, discipline, structure, and just respect. My dad, he helped me play basketball. My mom, she was mostly focused on the studies, but it was never about like, you know, making it to the NBA or being the best athlete. It was just about being a great person, being a role model, and being a family man. I love my parents to death, so it definitely paid off.
Yeah, it did pay off. You were such a phenomenal young man.
Thank you.
And what most people don't know is when you were growing up, sports was really just an outlet for you because your parents were focused on education.
Absolutely.
And you started off as a goalkeeper in soccer,
Yep,
just
sure
watching
did.
the game play on and pass by.
Right.
But then you were introduced to basketball as your door opener to Stanford. When was that moment when you realized basketball isn't just a door opener for me? This could be a career.
You know, the goal was always just to get to college, get a free education. You know, my parents, they worked their butts off every day, but I definitely wasn't gonna be able to, you know, pay my way into college. So it was just to work hard and, you know, just try to get one school. And by the grace of God, I had options and just going over with my mom and dad and just a lot of prayer and reflection, I just thought Stanford was the best choice for me. You know, outside of basketball, it's not a 4-year decision, but it's a 40-year plan. You know, and that was always the goal, just to always have that backup plan when basketball is done. You know, because no matter how great you are, it's gonna stop eventually. You know, you can't play forever. So I'm just trying my best to prepare for that.
Why was being the 6'6" hometown hero so important for you?
Being from here, you know, it's we have all the talent in the world and, you know, just not as much opportunity as other places. So I just trying to just provide an outlet for kids, you know, just showcase their skills and just have fun, you know.
Lancaster, it has been an absolute honor to spend the second annual basketball clinic with Ziaire Williams, and hence on it being free. It's been wonderful to see Ziaire not just pour into these young basketball players to become the best talents on the court, but to become the best contributors to not just Lancaster, but society as a whole. I'm excited to see what these well-rounded kids will do in the future. And again, back to you guys. This is Tiffany Johnson with L28 News.
Thank you, Tiffany, for that awesome coverage of Ziaire Williams' basketball camp.
If you're a fan of the Los Angeles Clippers, or the NBA for that matter, then you probably already know Clippers all-star small forward Paul George. But something you might not have been aware of is that PG-13, an 8-time NBA All-Star, is originally from the Antelope Valley, hailing just a few miles down the 14 freeway in Palmdale. To give back to his community while simultaneously promoting the game of basketball, LA Clippers star forward PG hosted a one-day basketball camp at the UAV Pioneer Event Center right here in Lancaster on September 3rd. The camp was organized by Flexwork Sports and brought valuable basketball knowledge and hands-on instruction to young athletes ages 6 through 16 years old in a fun and positive environment. Participants who attended the one-of-a-kind sports camp experienced a day filled with engaging activities that included lectures, fundamental skill stations, contests, and awards. And to ensure appropriate levels of competition and instruction, the campers were grouped according to age. Regardless of skill level, this comprehensive basketball learning experience offered something for everyone in attendance, and also gave young, promising athletes the chance to meet one of their favorite NBA All-Stars. In addition to the immersive basketball experience, participants enjoyed various perks throughout the day, such as a camp team photo with Paul George himself, a limited edition Paul George Flexwork basketball camp t-shirt, and take-home items from various event sponsors in attendance. Another unique aspect of the camp was that participants were selected and rewarded with both individual and team awards that recognized the most outstanding campers who demonstrated exceptional skills and sportsmanship, serving as the perfect opportunity for local aspiring athletes to showcase their talents to players and trainers of the highest level. The Paul George Flexwork Basketball Camp was a day filled with learning, fun, and offered the unique opportunity to interact with one of the NBA's most prominent players. It was a day that these young athletes will remember for years to come. If you'd like to learn more about the event, you can visit the link in the description or scan the QR code shown on your screen. For all other citywide news, be sure to tune in to Channel 28 or subscribe to our YouTube channel at City of Lancaster, California for more.
Jacobo, how great is it to have these two Antelope Valley natives come back and share not only their knowledge, but inspire the next generation?
You know, Angel, I think it's really cool. They not only came back, but yeah, like you said, they're sharing their education. I mean, they're at the highest level of what they do, you know, the NBA. But yeah, it's really cool to see them coming back to the Antelope Valley.
And you know, a fun fact that I learned at Ziaire Williams' basketball camp is that it was his last day before the season started. So he literally, after the camp, had to get on a plane, go to Memphis, and season started. So his last day of his summer vacation, basically. And he chose to spend it right here in Lancaster.
I mean, that really shows his character and the type of person he is to, you know, give back to his roots. And I think that's really cool. He could have decided to do anything on that last day, but he decided to come back home to Lancaster, do a little philanthropy, you know, help out the kids. It's really commendable.
And I'm glad you bring up helping out the kids, because at both camps, these kids were able to take home so much. There was Adidas bags at Ziaire Williams' camp. He did a little meet and greet afterwards. The kids were able to take pictures with him. He signed stuff. So it's really great what they did.
So they got skills, a little swag, and got to meet, you know, one of their favorite NBA players. It's awesome.
So
Yeah.
Thank you, Ziaire Williams and Paul George, for everything that you did at those camps.
When we return from the break, L28 will be covering Guitars of Fire and every local music lover's home away from home, the Boulevard's Voodoo Vinyl, which sells everything from records to nostalgic pop culture collectibles.
Thank you for watching L28 News. Next, the team will be visiting Guitars of Fire, who buy, sell, and trade guitars, and Voodoo Vinyl, the Boulevard's one-stop shop for all things music and vintage. Nestled in Lancaster's bustling Soul Plaza Boutique indoor mall, music lovers have found their haven at Guitars of Fire. This vibrant guitar shop, owned by the talented Paul, offers an experience for guitar enthusiasts, boasting a wide range of guitars and amps, trade-in opportunities, and even lessons. Paul is a golf teacher with 19 years of experience, as well as a seasoned musician and passionate guitar expert. In late June 2023, he established Guitars of Fire, where he has curated an impressive collection of guitars to cater to musicians of all skill levels and genres.
We opened up the guitar shop because we felt we needed a little mom and pop store in town. We have the corporate, which is great, fantastic, but nothing like going into a mom and pop shop there, definitely. Music, it's an explosion of the soul. Basically, without music, I mean, think about it. It's an international language. We could sit here and have a German band playing and all of us listen to the exact same music and love it and not even have the same language in common whatsoever. Happens all the time. Music, food, golf, all three of them are universal languages. The city has been really fantastic, has shown us a lot of support here. We are definitely very lucky to be here in the Soul Plaza in a very key position right by the food court. Again, the city of Lancaster has been outstanding to us so far.
What sets Guitars of Fire apart is its dedication to supporting aspiring musicians through guitar lessons. Meet the dynamic trio at Guitars of Fire, where passion for music meets aspirations in education and law. Hannah, the up-and-coming singer, Alyssa, the future elementary school teacher, and McKenna, on her journey to becoming a lawyer, blend their diverse talents to create a harmonious workplace like no other.
My sister golfs with Paul, and so that's how I met Paul. But my mom's a singer. I love singing, and my mom plays piano and stuff. So I like music, and so that's how I got into like the music.
Music has always been a big part of my life. One of like my most memorable moments is I used to live in Utah, and every day after school, my dad would pick up me and my sister, and he'd always have some like old country song or 80s rock song on. So it's just like a big part, or like track meets. I always put my headphones on, get in competition mode. It really gets me hyped up.
Well, Paul is actually my golf coach, and he was telling me that he was going to open a guitar store and offer me the position. Honestly, I don't really have a favorite artist. I listen to everything. I mean, I would say it's weird, but my favorite type of music is Disney songs.
I like to sing, but I'm trying to learn acoustic guitar right now, so Paul's teaching me. But singing, I just really love to sing. I would say a lot of like vocal warm-ups like helps, because I do that with my mom, so that kind of helps. And just practicing like in front of people, like especially if you're camera shy, because like that's a little hard. Like singing in front of people is hard.
Definitely my favorites are definitely Bruno Mars. I'm a Bruno Mars girly. Jimmy Buffett, rest in peace. Motley Crue, definitely. It's literally just everything.
From a movie called Girl vs. Monster, it's called, the song's called Fearless, I think it is. Yeah, I think that's the one song that, whether I'm sad, happy, I'm scared, or I'm nervous, that's the one song that just gets me right back.
Whether customers are searching for their first guitar, seeking an upgrade, or looking to trade in their beloved instrument, Guitars of Fire provides an array of options to suit every budget and taste. The shop's friendly and helpful staff are always ready to assist customers in finding the perfect guitar that resonates with their unique style and musical goals. Guitars of Fire aims to be a hub for local musicians where they can host regular jam sessions, open mic nights, and even live performances. The shop's cozy atmosphere, accented in fire red trim, invites guitar enthusiasts to connect, collaborate, and share their love for music. The guitar shop exudes a timeless rock and roll vibe, with its walls adorned by iconic portraits of legendary guitarists like Jimi Hendrix and Eddie Van Halen, inviting customers into a world where music history meets craftsmanship. So whether you're a seasoned guitarist, an aspiring musician, or simply a music lover, Guitars of Fire is the place to be. Step inside, immerse yourself in the world of guitars, and let the flames of passion for music ignite within you. And as owner Paul would say, music is an explosion of the soul.
Guitars of Fire, bringing the heat and becoming the AV's favorite guitar store.
You may connect with this local shop on Instagram at Guitars of Fire, or head over to their location at 1140 Commerce Center Drive, or give them a call at 661-571-9868 and let the harmonious journey begin. Rock on.
You know, Angel, I got the opportunity to actually check out the store with Joe, and it's really cool. There's like countless guitars that you can choose from. You know, there's electric, acoustics, And then another really cool thing that I found out is that they have 8 guitar lessons for $100. So it's a pretty good deal.
That's not too bad. That's like $12 a lesson almost.
Yeah, something like that. It's not too bad.
So it sounds like you know a little bit about guitars. Have you ever played a guitar?
I mean, if you're talking about Guitar Hero, I could be on a hard mode, not legendary yet. But no, in all seriousness, I don't play guitars, but I would love to learn. So that is something that possibly in the future I'll partake in. What about you?
Play the triangle a little bit, just get a nice little ding.
A little percussion. I played percussion in middle school, so I know all what's up with triangle type things.
Hey, I like that.
We should get down and do a little collab.
Hey, you on the guitar, me on the triangle.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
In the heart of Lancaster lies a hidden gem for local music lovers. Let's head over to Voodoo Vinyl on the Boulevard to learn why everyone is raving about this one-of-a-kind record shop. This is Jacobo Garrido, and I'm currently at Voodoo Vinyl along the Boulevard, where you could dig through records like buried treasure while finding the soundtrack to your life. That's the magic that keeps our community spinning. Although most of the music we listen to nowadays is being streamed online, either from Spotify or Apple Music, nothing beats visiting your local record shop and taking the time to look for a record you've always wanted. Flicking through all the latest editions, digging for an untouched gem, and best of all, giving that new record a spin on the turntable. Nestled along the boulevard sits one of Lancaster's most unique storefronts in all of the city, Voodoo Vinyl. Praising itself as being the most notorious record shop in town for over 7 years straight, Voodoo Vinyl has become a staple in the local music scene here in Lancaster ever since. From the moment you walk in the door, you are met with nostalgia as Voodoo Vinyl, a small family-owned and operated storefront, sells a variety of items from new and used records, exclusive clothing, merchandise, CDs, and a unique set of collectibles perfect for the kid in us all. But what sets this local record shop out amongst the rest is that they occasionally host live musical performances, ranging from everything from jazz to punk rock, equating to this local record shop essentially serving as every local music lover's home away from home. To help us learn more about everything going on at Voodoo Vinyl, we'll now be switching over to our news correspondent, Angel Stephenson, with more.
Hello everyone, it's Angel from L28 News, and I'm standing with store owner Greg Pinker, who owns the record store Voodoo Vinyl. So, I have to ask, what was the inspiration for even opening up a record store?
Well, since I've been collecting records for 40 plus years, I always wanted to work in a record store, but I never got the chance. So as time went on and I got older, my parents were transitioning out of their antique business, and I was finally able to convince them that going in the direction of records was probably, if they wanted to, have another business.
So, I have to ask, I noticed up in the front you have Vinyl Alley and then also Voodoo Vinyl. So, what's the story behind that? How did Voodoo Vinyl come to be named? Well, Voodoo Vinyl.
Yeah, so when we were first opening up the store or getting through the process of opening up the store, we had rented our place, but then it was coming up with a store name. My oldest brother and my parents came up with this one, which is Vinyl Alley, which is fine. My son and his girlfriend, who were running the store, and myself, we felt like we wanted something that kind of rolled off the tongue a lot easier than Vinyl Alley, where you could literally like shrink it down to, I'm just going to go to Voodoo, right? So Voodoo Vinyl is where that came about. That's the origin story.
So, collecting records for this long, I'm sure you are able to tell like the difference between listening to a record versus listening to something like, let's say, an MP3 or music that you stream from your phone. So for people who don't know the difference or are kind of curious if there is a difference, would you mind explaining that?
The difference between analog and digital is analog. It used to have a tag when we first opened our store that analog is life, digital is lifeless.
Some of the things that make your listening experience different on vinyl are the authentic sound and reverb you get every time you break out a new record and spin it on the player, ultimately allowing listeners to enhance their musical experience by transporting you to a generation that only had vinyl, ensuring that every crack and groove can be enjoyed upon every listen. Voodoo Vinyl provides its customers this truly one-of-a-kind experience every time you walk in the door. So the next time you want to kill some time or find yourself strolling along the boulevard, you can stop by Voodoo Vinyl, as they're open 6 days a week with hours ranging from Tuesday through Thursday 2 to 6 p.m., Friday and Saturdays 12 to 6 p.m., and Sundays 12 to 5 p.m. For more information or when the next live show is, you can follow their Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Voodoo Vinyl. So whether you're a seasoned vinyl enthusiast or a newcomer starting your musical journey, Voodoo Vinyl is a place where the beat goes on and the good vibes never stop. This has been Jacobo Garrido reporting for L28 News.
So, Jacobo, we've both had the opportunity to visit Voodoo Vinyl. What would you say is one of your favorite things about going and visiting?
I think just the ambiance when you get in there. It's very nostalgic, and then it's like very music driven. So they have obviously records, they have CDs, a lot of collectibles, like merchandise. So I think it's really cool for anyone. It doesn't matter if you're just going in there to like buy a new record. You could like walk out with a shirt or a hat or a cool jacket. Just it really depends. What about you?
I think one of my favorite things, like you were saying, it's nostalgic. So I've seen like a lot of movies, books from my childhood, even like toys from when my brother was a kid. So it's really just like a time capsule. It really is just a hidden gem.
That's
on the
like the
boulevard.
perfect way to describe it.
Time capsule. And I mean, the owner's so nice, so welcoming. It feels like a home away from home almost.
It's every music lover's home away from home. So glad you can join us today. When we come back from the commercial break, today's episode will be concluding with Absolute Best Comics, who buy, sell, and trade collectibles, comics, and more, along with Plenty of Fish Seafood, who offer fish by the pound and family deals.
Thank you for tuning into L28. We'll be ending today's episode with Absolute Best Comics, who offer retro collectibles that you can buy, trade, and sell, along with Plenty of Fish Seafood, the perfect spot to grab a quick bite to eat with friends and family. Located on 15th Street West, Absolute Best Comics has been providing the community with the opportunity to buy, sell, and trade their comics, trading cards, toys, and more. Stepping into their store feels like walking into a time capsule, with nostalgic arcade games, display shelves stacked with various anime and pop culture figurines and toys, and what they call the largest comic selection in the Valley. There's something for visitors and collectors of all tastes. Viewers who collect Funko Pops are in luck because Absolute Best carries Funko Pops across all genres. From beloved childhood characters like Scooby and Shaggy to mascots like Target's Bullseye and even Chester Cheetah, there's something for everyone. I spoke with management to learn more about the inspiration behind the business and what goes into curating their gaming consoles and vintage games. We also explore the idea behind creating the themed rooms, which feature franchises like Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Disney. And for those who enjoy gaming, the walls are lined with vintage and used games from consoles like the original Xbox, Wii, and PlayStation. The comic store even offers bundles on their games, including the console, controllers, accessories, and add-ons that give their customers the best gaming experience. This unique shop also has themed rooms dedicated to well-known franchises and characters, which include the Star Wars room, complete with promotional posters, VHS tapes, action figures, and more. Mario's room features merchandise ranging from LEGO creations, minifigures, cars, and pictures. Movie buffs are encouraged to step into a world of wonder and explore their cinema room, complete with action figures, posters, collectibles, and, you guessed it, movies. There's also the Disney room, the one-stop shop for all things Disney, with plushies, movies, a wide variety of dolls, toys, and more. It's a room that makes anyone's inner child run wild. And that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Absolute Best Comics. Viewers are encouraged to give them a follow on their Instagram, displayed on the screen, where it's easy to stay up to date with their weekly in-store sales, new arrivals to the shop, and much more. You can also use the QR code below to visit their website or give them a call at 661-206-9719.
So Angel, in your report, I know you mentioned Funko Pop. Do you collect them?
I'm glad you asked, Jacobo. So they're basically just like little guys and gals of like your favorite characters or something. And the boxes are numbered because it tells you like where it's at in that specific like franchise or series or whatever. And you can take them out of the box, free them from captivity, display them somewhere, or keep them in the box to keep them safe.
Wow.
Yeah, he sits on my manga collection. He's like a little protector.
Well, that's super cool.
It is. Do you have any Funko Pops?
I don't own any at the moment, but maybe in the future I might get into it. Because I see a lot of stores all around Lancaster selling those different collectibles as well.
Well, now I know what to get you for Christmas since your birthday already passed.
Thanks. Residents and visitors to the city of Lancaster are encouraged to add Plenty of Fish seafood to their list of great eateries. The standout feature at Plenty of Fish is the ability to buy seafood by the pound, which allows patrons to indulge in their favorite aquatic delights, ranging from succulent salmon to zesty Cajun catfish, flavorful red snapper, briny oysters, and jumbo shrimp. With such a tantalizing array of choices, making a selection can be a delightful dilemma. Fortunately, the restaurant has the perfect solution: combo meals. These thoughtfully crafted combinations offer a taste of everything on the menu without putting a dent in your wallet. Among the favorites is the salmon and shrimp combo, a harmonious duo served over a bed of rice that is as satisfying as it is delicious. The specials at Plenty of Fish Seafood are where the magic truly happens. Classic shrimp fried rice beckons to those in search of a familiar favorite, while the option to add succulent salmon to any dish adds an irresistible twist. For those looking to round out their seafood experience, the restaurant offers an impressive selection of sides. Whether it's the richness of collard greens, the comforting choice of macaroni or pasta salad, the hearty red beans and rice, or the delectable hush puppies, there's a perfect accompaniment for every palate. As if this weren't enough, dessert lovers are in for a delightful treat. Plenty of Fish Seafood's dessert options promise to satisfy any sweet tooth. With a selection that's as diverse as it is delectable, this eatery ensures that every meal concludes on a high note. Cake lovers have the choice of decadent chocolate or citrus lemon, while those who enjoy a little crunch with their dessert have the choice of pecan pie, and for a harmonious blend of flavors that'll melt in your mouth and provide an explosion of flavors, try their peach cobbler. With the dedication to offering the freshest seafood, tantalizing flavor combinations, and a warm and welcoming atmosphere, it's no wonder that guests keep coming back for more. For those seeking a seafood feast that's nothing short of extraordinary, scan the QR code displayed on the screen to visit their website to view their entire menu, or give them a call at 661-471-9620.
Well, thank you for tuning in to the City of Lancaster's news. I'm Angel.
And I'm Jacobo, and this has been
L28 News.